Good morning. Welcome to Morning Trust. It's a brand new morning, and this is our civic devotion for Nigerian citizens. We are in the 15th day of our civic devotion, and I'm excited. It is our fourth week. And in this fourth week, the general theme we're going to be focusing on is hope, repair, and citizenship. Hope, repair, and citizenship. It will make sense if you listen to all the prior devotions and sessions that we've had in the past weeks. You will see the build up to this theme: hope, repair, and citizenship. And in particular, the topic we'll be focused on this morning is trust begins with me. I like this topic. It puts responsibility in our hands. It centers us in the whole reconstruction and rebuilding project for Nigeria. It puts us in the forefront of the activities that have to happen. Not any other person, but trust begins with me. Prior to this, we've been talking about various things that have led to the systemic collapse that we're experiencing around us in the country, leading to the conclusion that we have to rebuild once again. We have to go back to the drawing board. We have to return to the starting point. We have failed in terms of the individual commitments that are required for a great nation to exist. So if we want to enjoy this space that all of us coexist in, to enjoy this nation that all of us derive benefit from, we have to go back to reconstruction, to rebuilding, to the exercise of nation building. As you know, we draw our reflections and meditations from passages in the holy books that govern our morality and our faith as Christians, Muslims, and adherents to African traditions, which is the basic. When you think about all of us as citizens, you would find that these are the categories that we fall under in terms of religious practices and faith. So we base our reflections and meditations in relation to civic contribution and civic participation on these passages. Today, as we think about this topic, trust begins with me, we'll draw our readings from Romans 12 verse 2. The book of Romans in the Bible, chapter 12 verse 2. It says, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? In the holy book of the Quran, the 13th book, in the 11th verse, it says, "Indeed, Allah Almighty will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves." Oh, my. I love this. This is powerful. The 13th book of the Quran, verse 11 says, "Indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves." Hey, powerful. Because you see, we always transfer our responsibilities to some divine phantom, some ghost, forgetting our powerful role in the equation. So we have a responsibility to change what is within ourselves, and God will build on it. Allah Almighty will then change the conditions of people. So we are the architects. We are the architects of our fortunes or misfortunes. Everything we're experiencing is a compound effect of our individual characteristics and activities and actions. Very important. And in African philosophical compilations, we have a wisdom, an adage that says, rain fills the water, the rivers, drop by drop. Rain, they fill water. Now by drop, nine river, they take full. Now drop by drop, rain, they take full river. Again, it's talking about how little actions, individual contributions, how each of us lead to the superstructure that is called this nation. You can't remove yourself from the equation. You can't remove your own contribution from the whole picture of corruption. You can't excuse yourself from that final picture. That's what this is saying. That it is our drop by drop, it's all our little contributions that have led to this river, this corrupt water, this polluted river. So the same way that our individual contributions brought about this mess is the same way that our individual contributions will bring about a change. Wow. It's food for thought. It's food for thought. Because when you think about 220 plus million people, you think that your actions are negligible. Your actions don't matter. No. Hey. I am because we are. All of us are interconnected. There's a ripple effect. By the actions of one person, there's a ripple effect on the entire society. There's a ripple effect in your family. There's a ripple effect in your community. There's a ripple effect in the broad picture of the nation. Just one person's contribution, one person's action, one person's involvement alone. Everybody matters. From top to down, everybody matters. National transformation begins with individual character. Yes. Character does not just appear. What is this national character we talk about? National character is the conglomerate or compound of every individual's character collectively. And the majority's character takes the day. The character of the majority becomes the character of the nation. So every individual's character matters. It's very important for us to bear this in mind. Every individual's character matters in the whole equation. You have to pay attention to what you are doing. Your thoughts that are bringing about your actions. Your actions, how they affect both your private life and the public space. Your actions are contributing to the whole picture of the country. You have to take personal responsibility for your actions and bear in mind the consequence of your actions on everybody else. You have to think about it. Your unruly behavior, your failure to comply with rules, or your responsibility and compliance, how does it add up? Your bribery, your constant unwillingness to follow due process, but always inducing, bribing your way through, how does it affect the whole picture? How does it pull down or build up? Are you removing bricks, building blocks from this whole structure called Nigeria, or are you adding? And are the blocks that you are adding, are they good blocks? Are they good blocks? Your small actions matter. There are little blocks that bring about the whole building and the whole structure. Examine your everyday citizenship. When you step out of your house and enter into the public domain, from the minute you go into those public spaces, whether you are on the roads, whether you are in queues, whether you are any space where everybody else gathers, how are you contributing? The other day I was driving, I just saw somebody flinging trash out of the window. That meant when we all get out, when the streets are dirty, a ghost did not come and drop the dirt. A ghost did not. A ghost did not. It was us. When we litter, when we are noisy, when we forget that people are entitled to peace and sanity, and we begin to make noise, blare all our sounds. You are a religious house and you are the first culprit. How are you contributing to this orderliness or disorderliness? When there are queues and you break away from the queues and rush to the front and begin to do you know me? Do you know who I am? How are you contributing to this orderliness or disorderliness? When you see people queue, but you make a phone call behind the scenes and say, I'm sending my driver, please, just, with my little girl, take them quietly into the inner space and give them the service. For God's sake. For God's sake, how are you contributing? Examine your everyday citizenship. Examine it. When you are mixing products, diluting kerosene, diluting all the kinds of things, diluting palm oil, and going to sell it in the market, how are you contributing to trade and commerce? How are you contributing to trust? How are you contributing to that business climate? How are you contributing to welcoming investors or chasing investors away by your corruption? How are you contributing or how are you destroying? Examine. Because this soup that all of us are cooking, we will all eat out of it. We will all eat out of it. When you go to report to the police that something has happened and then they begin to demand bribe from you, who started it? How did we erect this system? And I'm not singling out any particular group of people. I'm calling on all of us to examine ourselves. When we sit at the top and steal funds that are meant for public institutions, including the police, and then we complain that those men at the checkpoints are demanding, small change from you and I. What started it? Have we denied them their just remuneration? Have we given them conditions of service that attach dignity to their uniform and to their everyday service life? How have we built that superstructure? How have we contributed? We have to ask ourselves these questions, because these things don't just happen. Aliens didn't come and build this whole disorderliness and this whole corruption for us. We did it. So it is each and every one of us that will correct it, one by one. One by one. Let us be resolute. Let us be steadfast. Even when it doesn't appear to be rewarding at the initial, let us be resolute. Let us be steadfast. Eventually, the blocks will seal. The blocks of integrity will take root. Once again, I want us to remember, national transformation begins with individual character. And you see, trust in each other as Nigerians, trust in your neighbor, trust in your leader, trust in your colleague. It begins with you and I. Not somebody somewhere. You and I. Our everyday actions will either strengthen society or weaken society. May God help us to take personal responsibility. May God help us to examine our little actions in everyday citizenship and to restore hope and commence this renewal project to transform Nigeria. Because we have to live here and this nation is great. It will be great in our lifetime. We will witness it. We will take out benefit from it. Amen. Dear God, we thank you for a new day. We thank you for another opportunity to experience life on earth today. Help us to live purposefully, kindly, contentedly, brilliantly, honestly, and fully. Guide us, protect us, teach us, correct us, and inspire us. At the end of today, may we bring glory to your mighty name and to our great nation, Nigeria. Amen.